Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see another problem, binary tree to doubly linked list. So let's read the problem statement first. Given a binary tree, convert it into a doubly linked list in place. The left and right pointers in nodes are to be used as previous and next pointers respectively in converted doubly linked list. The orders of the nodes in DLL must be same as in order of the given binary tree. The first node of the in order traversal, leftmost node in the binary tree, must be the head node of the doubly linked list. So for example, this is the binary tree that is given to us, then we have to convert this into in this type of doubly linked list. And also one point is given to us that the order in which the doubly linked list, order in which the nodes are given in the doubly linked list is the order is the in order traversal of the given binary tree. So let's see this problem and let's see how we will solve this. So for example, we have this given binary tree. So its doubly linked list representation is in this manner. So this is what this is in order traversal, in order of traversal of this given binary tree. So basically, first of all, what we have to check is we will take some pointers, and like, because we know that in a linked list we have some pointers head and previous, so that we can iterate over different nodes of a given binary tree and we can construct a doubly linked list. Also, we have to return just simply the head node of the, we just simply have to return the head node of the given doubly linked list, and it will be automatically iterated by the driver code. So let's see now how we will proceed. So initially, in the first iteration, what will happen is we will simply assign head and previous to the first element. Now since we have to create this doubly linked list in the in order traversal way, so what we will do is we will write the recursive code that we use in case of in order traversal. So you know that how we will perform the in order traversal. In order traversal, we traverse the left tree first, left subtree first, then the root, and then the right. So what we will do is we will recursively call the same function on the left subtree, then we will make changes in the root, and then we will recursively call it for the right subtree. So when we are recursively calling it for the left tree, so we have the root node as 10, it will go towards the left tree and then it will come to 12, then it will go again towards the left tree and it will come towards 20. So now when 20 is the node and it does not have any left and right, so what will happen is it will come on the root node and we will set 20. So okay, so this is 25, not 20. So root, this will be considered as the root node. Okay, so that is why it is considered as the head of the linked list. So initially, when we first time reach at this node, what we will do is we will simply assign head and previous pointers to this node. Okay, so this will happen only once, and next time whenever we reach to any other node, what we will do is we will simply update these three conditions, that is previous right equals root, previous right left equals previous, and previous equals previous right. So this is very simple conditions. This will, what these three lines will do is it will update the pointers accordingly and will further create the next nodes in the linked list, doubly linked list. So let's see what these three lines are doing. The first line is doing is previous right equals root, which means that previous will now this, it will create this pointer, previous right equals root. So this pointer is now created. The next is previous right left equals previous. So now previous is 25, previous right and left, which means that it is going here and then coming back again here. So this pointer, which is the second pointer, it is now created. And the third line, previous equals to previous right. So in the third line, what is happening is it is updating the previous pointer. So after updating these two pointers, it is updating the previous pointer. So similarly, it will happen for this in this case also. So let's traverse it for the root 12. So what will happen is previous right equals to root. So previous, suppose we have these two nodes. Okay, let's take these two nodes, that is 30 is the next root node. So our previous is currently here. So first line what it will do is previous right equals to root. So previous right equals to root will create this pointer. Previous right is now updated with the root. Previous right left equals previous. So previous right is 30 and its left is 12. So it is updated with previous itself. So previous right left equals to previous, which means that previous right is 30 and its left is 12. It is updated with previous only. So that is how this pointer is created. And the last line is saying that we have to update our previous pointer. So previous will now point towards this. So in this way we will traverse all the nodes and will create our doubly linked list. So in this way our doubly linked list will be formed finally, and we will simply return our head node at the end. So this was the main logic behind this code, that is we just have to keep note of these three conditions, and we just have to assign the head and previous node at the starting node in the first iteration only, and for the next we will next all the iterations we will just follow these three conditions and will create our doubly linked list. So let's now see the code for this problem. So we can see that a function is given to us, that is b2dll, and node root is given as a parameter. So what we will do is we will initially create two nodes, which is head and previous, and set it as null, and we will also set the value of f is equals to 0. Why this f is taken as 0? Because we only have to set the head and previous node to the first node of the doubly linked list in the first iteration, and for the other iteration we don't have to do anything. You will get to know further when we will see this solve function, then you will get to know this use of f. So after this what we will do is we will call the solve function for these given parameters, that is root, head, previous and f. So let's now see this. So we have written a function f and taken root as the parameter, and node head we have written ampersand head because our head variable will update, and previous also will update, and f will also update. That is why we have taken ampersand in front of all these three variables. So the next is we have written the base condition, that is if our root is equals to null, then we will simply return, and from here to here we are doing in order traversal. So you can see that first of all I have called solve function on the left subtree, that is root of left, then this entire thing is performing the operations on the root, and this is calling the same function on the right subtree. So this is similar to what we used to do in the in order traversal. So once we have called this function recursively on the left subtree, what it will do is 10 will call the function on 12, and 12 will call it for 25, and when 25 will call it for null, it will simply return and will come on the root. So that is 25. So when it will come on 25, we will check if our f value is 0. So yes, it is, since it is our first iteration, so f is equals to 0. So what we will do is we will simply assign head and previous value to our 25. So once it is updated, once it is assigned, the two pointers are assigned, what we will do is we will update the f value as 1, so that from now on we don't have to visit this if condition, we only have to go towards the else condition in every other iteration. So once this is done, our 25 is the first node of the linked list, and head and previous are pointing towards this node. So next it will go towards the right of 25. So right of 25 is null, so it will simply return. Now left of 12 is also completely traversed, so it will go towards the root, that is 12. So when it will go towards the root, it will now again check if our f value is 0, but now if our f value is not 0, since we have updated the f value as 1. So what it will do is it will go to the else condition, and it will update the pointers as we have seen previously. So our pointers will be updated, so our next pointer will be created, our previous pointer will be created, and our previous pointer which was pointing to 25 will now be pointing towards 12. So once this is done, our iteration will move, and we will now iterate or call the function for 30, node 30. So it will again call it for left children. So for left child it is null, so it will simply return. For root, when we will traverse, it will again update it, and our next node in the doubly linked list will be 30. So in this way, similarly our in order traversal will happen for this given binary tree, and we will update the pointers accordingly for the so that our doubly linked list will get created. And finally, once the entire traversal is completed for this tree, we will simply return our head node, and we just have to simply return our head node, so that the entire tree entire doubly linked list can be traversed by using this head node. So let's now try submitting this code. So the code is successfully submitted, and thanks for watching.